Welcome to Gigi's Speak.
Good morning, everyone. Out here today to check on the bees. This again is my week hive. I have been feeding them 1-to-1 sugar water. If you're new to my channel, this is Gigi's Honeybees. Normally I have my granddaughter out with me doing these inspections, but of course she's not here today. She's in school. So I'm going to check on them real quick. I know they need some more sugar water because we are in a dearth and they're not getting much nectar right now. Hopefully the goldenrod will be coming in soon and they'll be able to take advantage of that. But for now, they're not getting much of anything. So we've been feeding them the sugar water, the 1-to-1. This hive has slowly weakened, and I fear that I might not make it through the winter with this one, but I'm going to try. If the queen is still around and doing okay, then they might have a shot, but it just wasn't looking real well there for a while. So I'm going to move this off. I also have some Hive Alive fondant in here that they're still working on. I'm just going to let them finish that. Hopefully they can finish that pretty quickly. Maybe it'll help them out. And I really am checking this morning to see what kind of food stores that they have made, and also to see if the queen is laying. The last time I was in here, she was not. Did not find much brood at all. Like maybe a tiny amount on maybe 2 frames is all it was. Oh yeah, they're storing the sugar water. So that's pretty much all this is. Yeah, on both sides. So that's good. So they're hopefully going to have enough food with me helping them out. Yeah, they still haven't done nothing with that. All right, so it looks like this top box, and I only put this top box on here to maybe give them some room to store some stuff in, because I did notice in the bottom box that it was full of pollen and nectar and no capped honey and no brood of much to speak of. So I don't know if she was just not having enough room to lay. We'll see. So I'm just going to move this box off. It's like I said, that one frame was really all that had anything going on in it, and it's right in the middle. So I'm going to move this over and get into the bottom box. I've got a Swiffer sheet here to catch the hive beetles. Don't really see any on here. Maybe a few dead bees. Get them out of the way, help them out so they don't have to poke them out of the hive. I'm not sure what that is. Another little bug of some sort. She's working on trying to get it out of there. Let me see if I can shake it off for her. Okay. I'm just going to set that right there for now. All right, let me see if my smoker's still lit. I can move them down just a little bit. Barely any smoke coming out of this. Maybe it'll pick up here. There we go. All right. Still have my Viroxin strips on here. They'll be on here for a while. They're good for, like, I think it said 52 days. And I'll keep them on there for that long and then replace them with another method to fight the varroa mite. All right, this last frame, which is expected, they've drawn out a little bit of a comb on here, and they have placed some pollen. That's really all I see in here. Barely anything done on that side. Just gonna set that right there for right now. All right, let's see what we got this next frame. And like I said, I'm looking for my queen to make sure she's still here and to see if possibly we have any brood. Okay, on this frame, I see nectar and pollen. A lot of pollen. So that's good. They are bringing in some pollen. Don't see the queen on that side. I really wouldn't expect her to be on this outside frame, but sometimes she visits it. I see more pollen. This frame was in here when I got the bees, so I'm not sure if this damage was done to the frame prior to me having it. I feel like it was. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of bees, which is good, considering that I kept finding them on the ground, walking away from the hive. All right, let's see what we got going on with this frame. There's a lot of bees still in here, which is good. I'm glad to see that, because I was worried that my population had just dwindled. It's not as big as the other hive next to it, but yeah. Okay, I see a lot of nectar. Don't see the queen. Don't see any brood, so I'm going to move this Varoxen strip. I must have had some brood on here at one time to put that strip there, but not anymore. It's just backfilled with pollen and nectar and no queen. Okay, so they do have some food. Nothing capped. No capped honeys. We'll move that off there for right now. That'll remind me I need to move it. All right, this frame here is where I usually find the queen, one of these two frames here. So let's see if she's on this one, or at least let's see if there's any brood here. Okay. Move that strip out of the way for just a second. No, I see pollen and nectar. A little bit of capped honey just in the corner, but that not nothing to really speak of. But I do see a lot of pollen. Yeah, pollen and nectar, that's all this is. We're getting close to the middle of the hive, the bottom box, so hopefully maybe we'll see the queen. I think that's where she likes to hang. I love looking at the colors of the pollen, the different varieties. It's so pretty. And when it sits in that frame against the glistening of the nectar, it's just pretty. It's amazing what you find in nature. Well, let me smoke them again one more time. I'm getting kind of antsy on me, which makes me think maybe I'm getting close to the queen. We'll see. We'll see. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. No brood on this one either. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with these strips, if they're going to be worth having there or not. I guess some of the bees are getting on it, but not well, there is no brood to come out, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is all nectar. Every bit nectar. That is amazing. I don't know if my queen is on the wall, maybe. Or maybe she's just really quick to move from side to side on me. Let's see what we got on this one. This one feels a little bit fuller. So I'm wondering, a lot of bees on it, but it's full of nectar. Absolutely full of nectar. I was really hoping to find her laying again. the other beekeepers that I speak to about all this, and they're telling me the 1-to-1 sugar syrup will encourage the queen to lay. So I've been feeding them that in hopes that that's indeed what will happen. But yeah, there's just a few little spots of I'm assuming that may be pollen. That may be pollen or not. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put these strips back in here wherever, because I'm not finding any brood. And I just don't understand why my queen's not laying. I just don't get it. Yeah, full of nectar, full of nectar, full of nectar. And that's, like I said, that's why I put the top box on, thinking maybe she just needed some more room. But I don't even see her trying to lay down here. Yeah, this frame is completely empty, not even any drawn comb on it. On this one, let's see what we got on this one. Drawn comb, a little bit of cat honey. Yeah. Few bees on this one, but nothing else. Alright, so that's that. She is not to be seen. There is no brood in here. I'm going to look back in this top box again just to make sure she didn't move up, because I only really looked at that one frame that had any bees on it. And it wasn't a good look, it was just a real quick look. So let me squeeze these back together. Let me pull this one back out. Normally this is the one I see my queen in. Just look one more time. Nope. I even tried 2 times to grab a frame of brood and young bees and eggs from the hive next door, and even then still did not get them going good. I don't know why they're not doing well, and I really don't know why the queen's not laying. I guess maybe she just didn't get mated good. I don't know. Look at this one. There's a lot of bees on this one. Maybe she's in here. Big clump of bees moving right there. I wonder if she's under all that. She may be. See it? Moving to the other side. It's weird. The bees that are hanging out on this frame are just moving around, but I do not see the queen. I thought maybe they were in the middle of that clump that was just stuck together, but they're not. I blew them around and they're not. She's not there. At least I didn't see her. Alright, so let me put this one back in here, and I'm just going to stick these. There is no brood to put these strips on, but I do want to keep them in here since They haven't been in here for the length of time that they're supposed to be. Didn't see any eggs either, so not sure really what to think of all that, other than it's a colony that I believe may not make it in the winter, but we'll see. All right, let me see if I can get them back down, out of the way. Get this to go. Oh. Y'all didn't have any recommendations on a good smoker? Let me know. This one is just a generic one I bought offline on Amazon, and I guess it does okay, but it seems like it just doesn't stay lit. And it may be what I'm using right now. I've just got packing material in here. Hopefully that will burn long enough to let me get through with my inspections, but I do have a hard time keeping it lit. All right, get these back on here real quick. All right, I'm going to go back in and look at this frame one more time just to see if my queen hasn't moved up. I'm thinking maybe she did. No, they're not even on here anymore. Okay. They got a nice little hum going in here now. I've disturbed them. I didn't put 10 full frames in here. I've only put 9 in hopes that if they got going good, maybe they would have some good honey, but I don't even see that happening with this hive. All right, and I also feel like if they were having trouble with the queen, excuse me, if they were having trouble with the queen, when I put those frames in from the other hive that had small eggs and young larvae, I would have thought that they would have tried to supersede and make a new queen, and this has been going on for several months, so that never happened. So I'm not sure. I'm just not sure about this colony. It's just a lot of questions, but I'm going to limp it along and see what we get out of it, see if possibly it'll maintain for the year and hopefully go into winter. But yeah, stay tuned and I'll keep you updated on how this goes. And it's possible that this queen, which Lakin named Ruby, won't make it for the winter and we'll have to replace her. And if that's the case, maybe next spring we'll have a better year. But it's good to have 2 colonies to compare. When I first bought my hives, I didn't know if I wanted 1, 2, 3. I didn't know how many I wanted. But everybody said to get at least 2. That way you have comparisons. And I get what they're saying now, because the hive that I have next to this one is really strong. The bees are active. They're doing things. They're bringing in pollen. They're bringing in nectar. The queen's doing great. She's just like laying like crazy. That's why I borrowed from her to put in here. But yeah, it's strange how they're in the same area. I got them from the same place. I bought them at the same time. Placed them in the yard in the same day. I've done everything that I've done to that hive, to this hive, even pampered this one even more so. And it's just not flourishing, but the other one is. It's just strange how that happens. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you like this and want to follow along on my adventures with my beekeeping journey, please like and subscribe. I love telling Lakin that each video we do, I get more subscribers. And let me know what you think in the comments. I'm learning. This is my first year of beekeeping. I studied for a year before I even got my first hives. I joined the bee club. I have bee mentors. But I love hearing from the beekeeping community in general. And if you see something that you think I might can try, or just let me know your thoughts in general. And I appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.